Hi, it's Avril, and today I'm going to talk you through a nice little technique that will help you deal with any anxiety you may be feeling. It's one of the staples that I teach all my clients and all my students. It's a really useful technique, and you can actually use it for other things, but I find this technique works particularly well for anxiety. So if you want to pull up a seat and get yourself comfortable, I'll take you through the technique, and all you need to do is just follow my instructions, and by the end of this little video I'm sure you're going to feel so much more calm about that situation that you felt anxious about. Okay, so what I'd like to invite you to do is to bring to mind that situation that's causing you any anxiety or tension or whatever it is that's causing you to be concerned about the situation. Now, we can't take the situation away, but what we can do is change our response to that situation and maybe change how we feel about that situation. And that's what I'm going to help you do right now. So if you bring that situation to mind just now, whatever it may be, and as you bring it to mind, what I'd like you to do is to really connect with that situation and just ask yourself, on a scale of 0 to 10, how badly does this situation affect me? 0 being that it has no effect on you whatsoever, and 10 being it's having quite a big impact on you, and it's really causing you some severe unhappiness at this moment in time in your life. So really connect with that situation and get a sense of where your number is on that scale. Now you can write that number down somewhere, or you can just store it in your mind, and we'll come back to that later. And once you've done that, just take a few deep breaths in and out. And all I want you to do is just to clear your mind a little. Maybe think of something pleasant, a nice memory that you have, or maybe just what you had for breakfast this morning, just so that your mind's cleared from that old memory that you had, or that old thought. And as you do that, what I'd like you to do is, I'd like you to take the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth, and just gently place it up behind your front 2 teeth. Very gently rest the tip of your tongue up behind your front 2 teeth, just like this. And let your jaw soften. You don't need to keep your mouth open for this. You can actually keep your mouth closed. But just imagine your jaw softening and dropping ever so slightly. So there's a little gap between your upper back teeth and your lower back teeth. And it feels like your mouth is just dropping ever so gently. That's right. And as you do that, just take a nice breath in, and then breathe out again. And just allow yourself to use your breath to get a sense of calm or peace, or just a nice, gentle, flowing feeling running through your mind and body. And really just letting your breath drop into your tummy area. There you go. Now, as you do that, what I'd like to invite you to do next is to just imagine how it is that you would actually like to feel or experience that situation in a different way. How would you like to feel instead? How would you like to experience that situation instead? And it doesn't matter what you choose. What we're looking to do is to help you find a more positive, resourceful state. And just let that come to mind. And it can be anything you want. Maybe you want to feel calm or confident. Just get a sense of what it is that you would like to experience instead. And as you do that, maybe you can go and search in your mind for a time when you had that positive, resourceful state. Maybe when you felt the way that you would like to feel now. And if you can find a situation, that's great. And if you can, I just want you to imagine it. And don't worry if you can't see it as a picture. Just get a sense of what it might feel like or sound like. And if you can get a picture, then that's fantastic. And as you begin to imagine what that might be right now, just take another breath in, breathe out, keeping the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth. And then I want you to take your thumb and your finger and just squeeze them together. This is called anchoring. And what we're going to do in a second is we're going to begin to anchor you a positive, resourceful state that you can use whenever you feel anxious in a situation. So as you bring that positive, resourceful state to mind, the way that you would like to experience this situation, get a real sense of that, what it looks like, what it sounds like, what it feels like. And if it's easier, you can close your eyes and just allow yourself to go there. And again, please don't worry about not being able to picture something. What's important is that you get a real sense of what this is for you. Whether it's something that you see or hear or feel, it doesn't matter. Just get a real sense of it. And when you feel that you've got a real sense of that, take your thumb and your finger and just squeeze them together real tight and bring that image to mind or that sensation to mind that you would like. And then gently relax your finger and thumb again. And then breathe in and out and do it one more time, squeezing them together as you think about that positive, resourceful state. Breathing in and out, all the while keeping the tip of the tongue to the roof of your mouth. That's right. And then once again, thinking about that resourceful state, squeezing the finger and thumb together really tight and really getting a strong sense of that wonderful state. And I don't know what you'll have chosen, but what I was choosing there was to feel calm and relaxed. So each time that I squeeze that finger and thumb, this anchor that I've created for myself, I'll get a sense of feeling calm and relaxed. Excellent. So, if you just let yourself relax again, and what I'd like you to do now is just take another few breaths in and out, and you can relax your jaw again and take the tip of the tongue away from the roof of your mouth and just gently breathe. So the next step is I'd like you to bring back to mind that old situation that made you feel anxious. Just bring it back to mind and do it whatever way feels right for you, whether it's something that you see or hear or feel. Just get a sense of that old situation in your imagination. And as you get a sense of that old situation, what I'd like you to do now is, as you're thinking about it right now, I'd like you to take the tip of the tongue to the roof of your mouth, simply breathe, and then take your thumb and your finger and squeeze it together and breathe. And you can close your eyes if you wish, if it's easier. And I just want you to imagine that each time that you squeeze this anchor and breathe whilst thinking about the situation, you're dissolving this positive state into that old situation, just dissolving it in, letting it go into the situation. So take another deep breath in and do it once more, squeezing the finger and thumb together and dissolving this positive, resourceful state into the situation. It's kind of like imagining you've got a glass of water and some dissolvable Solprin or something, and you're dropping the tablets into the water. And as you drop them in, they begin to dissolve. There's no trace whatsoever. But the whole dynamic of that water has changed. So just imagine you're dropping that in again. Breathing in and out. That's right. Excellent. Great. So just relax once more. And then what I'd like you to do is just do what we did at the very start. Just clear your mind again. And maybe think of something completely different. You know, I don't know, what you had for tea or what you had for lunch, or, you know, maybe something good that you've got coming up in the next day or so. And as you think about that, I'd like to invite you to think about that old situation that was causing you anxiety. And on a scale of 0 to 10, I'd like you to take note of where your number is and notice whether it's the same or different. The chances are that your number will have moved. And even if it's only moved a small amount, say it was at 10, it's only moved to 8, then that's fantastic. The more you do this exercise, the more that number will move further and further down the scale, and the more benefit you will feel from experiencing this exercise. So I'd like to suggest that whilst we've only taken a few minutes to do this, normally I would spend a lot longer with a client working with their anxiety. But I'd like to suggest that if you take this exercise and practice it time and time again and reinforce this positive state, dissolving it into that old issue or old problem, over time you'll begin to find some great relief from your old anxiety or old anxious feelings, or anything else you choose to use this for. Let me know how you get on with it, and feel free to drop me a note. It would be great to hear from you. And if you'd like some help with anxiety or dealing with other issues, please do get in touch. Thanks. Bye.